Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns. Just
Welcome back to Adjacent, you guys. Welcome back. And we're still on the Mel Robbins talk. I'm here to share more about her newsletter. Her newsletter comes every Monday and Thursday, and it is called 143, which means I love you. It stands for I love you if you Google search that, and that is what it's referencing. Just real quick, every day in the month of May, I'm talking about Mel Robbins because I'm fascinated by her and I love all the self help, and I'm really digging her philosophies. And I think that her message really it resonates with our listeners, and just want to make sure you are aware of her and you know what she's about. And so, but first, I want to tell you about our sponsor. Cornucopia is sponsoring this series, and this is Nadia. She's the owner of Cornucopia. Cornucopia's popcorn is a gourmet popcorn here in Austin, so give it a try. You can order it on Amazon, or you can order directly from them on cornucopiapopcorn.com. And I also would like to invite you guys to join us on Patreon. On Patreon, you get more of our videos and a lot of our shenanigans we're sharing on Patreon. It is a free membership, and Patreon is doing this huge change. They want to be a bigger part of the market. And Patreon is a great place to support artists and musicians and podcasters and message providers. People doing short movies and such like that. It's a great little network, and it's very fun to check out. So give it a try. Please join us over there on Patreon. Okay, we have two giveaways in the month of May. You can get, if you join us on Patreon, you're signed up for either the Let Them book, and we're having a second drawing with a facial from Attract Aesthetics. They're a local aesthetic company here in Austin. Andrea and Taylor over there are fantastic, and we really love everything they're doing. And so here we are, Mel Robbins. We've been talking about her newsletter and just fascinated with everything that she's doing. And so I just want to dig into her newsletter a little more. Some reasons why you might want to sign up for it. She does deep dive the let them theory, which is fascinating, and we'll get into that later on this month. She does a lot, as we age and we're so settled in with who we are, we have to stop caring what other people think about us. And I think that's a great message that she sends. She definitely talks about the 5-second rule a lot, which we've already discussed, but it's a very practical tool. And she shares a lot of self-worth and confidence messages, and I think those are very powerful. And she also does a lot of deep sharing on women's health, which is not discussed enough, and the midlife reset and all of those topics that we need to talk about, going through menopause and all of those things that have kind of been quietly happening, and we're not talking about it. She brings that to the forefront. She does great conversations in her newsletter about relationships and setting boundaries, and how the ebb and flow of relationships are okay. She again, she's reinvented herself in her 40s, and she talks about that. And she talks about, and this is a big conversation now with the cortisol and the anxiety and the nervous system regulation. She does a lot about that. Here's my biggest thing that I love, and we talk about this a lot with our friend Leticia Marquez, who just had a birthday and living her best life on her way to Europe. And she we've had Leticia on a couple times, and she's the one that told me about Mel Robbins and forwards me Mel Robbins messages all the time, and I really greatly appreciate it. And she has a strong morning habits and motivation that she does every single day, and I'm kind of blown away with it, because I feel as we're aging, if we have solid habits and routines that we're used to doing every day, like stretching and meditating and journaling and all those good things, they will continue as you age. They won't be so hard to do. I would add learning something about technology and connecting with people and stuff like that. Leticia has this beautiful list of probably about 30 things that she does every single day, like drinking her water, singing a song out loud, walking around barefooted, her stretches, her self-care. And we've just been in awe of of Leticia sharing this, and I know she picked it up from Mel Robbins. And the biggest thing I think Mel Robbins has done in her newsletter and her books and everything is that we all belong and we're all part of this, and we're all on this journey together, and lean in. You're not alone. We all have these feelings. We're all going through these times, and you're not alone, and you belong right here, and you're part of the community, and we all need to lean in with each other. So that is today's share. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what you think about Mel Robbins. If you follow her newsletter, definitely send me any of your favorite stuff. I love hearing it. And Texas, Texas, yeehaw!